Now on 4 News Now at 6, it's been almost 2 years since the Gray and Oregon Road fires destroyed hundreds of homes. Tonight, an Air Force veteran shares his story of escape and how he's rebuilding hope one tree at a time.
For once, we're rooting for rain. This weekend, I'll show you when that much-needed relief could arrive in your First Alert forecast.
And a pricey roundabout redesign in Spokane Valley, but did it actually solve the problem? Why people who live in the area say these changes won't solve anything. You're watching 4 News Now at 6.
And we begin with our fire watch coverage. There are several wildfires burning in our region. One near Athol, one close to Dusty, west of Pullman, and one in Little Falls, north of Reardon. Each of those fires started yesterday and quickly spread because of our hot and windy conditions. Thanks for being with us. I'm Kirsten O'Connor.
And I'm Derek Dice. We saw similar conditions almost 2 years ago during the Gray and Oregon Road fires. Those fires destroying hundreds of homes near Elk and Medical Lake, becoming one of the most destructive fires in state history. And as these fires burn nearby, the sight of flames or a whiff of that smoke instantly brings back memories for wildfire survivors.
Hunter Bertram met an Air Force veteran today who left his home 2 years ago, not knowing what he'd come back to. He shares how he's rebuilding his dream.
An unforgettable day, August 18th, 2023. Nearly 250 homes destroyed, one life lost in the Gray fire in Medical Lake, neighborhoods leveled. Months later, in February of 2024, the cause revealed a sparking wire. This was a site that day, homes remained burned to nothing but a shell.
And now, nearly 2 years later, you can still find areas of devastation. For many in this area, the memory of the fire still very fresh in their mind.
You know, you don't always want it to ruin your day, but the rain's a good thing in this time of the year.
Air Force veteran Sidney Rogers Jr. was golfing that day when his wife called him, saying a fire started near their home next to Granite Lake.
I told her there's no way it's going to get to you.
Not even 15 minutes later, their home was in a level 3 evacuation zone, meaning they needed to go immediately.
I had this false sense of security that we were probably safe of any fire unless it started right in our immediate valley.
They returned a week later to find their property scorched, but their home was miraculously still standing. Smoke damage made it unlivable for some time. What was wiped out, however, was a lifelong dream for Rogers after his years of service.
So we had 10 maple trees on each side going up that were all doing really well.
The fire destroyed them all.
That was the dream, is to have a maple tree driveway going up.
That dream got put on pause indefinitely. Once they moved back home, the Rogers began to live life always thinking of the what ifs.
Because you're not going to think about it when it happens.
Now, 2 years on, a new chapter has begun in their lives as a lifelong maple tree dream starts to take shape once again.
And we're starting to replace. We got this one replaced, got this one, and we lost all these down here. But we're slowly replacing them. You know, we're getting there. Hopefully within a year or so we'll have them all replaced.
Hunter Bertram, 4 News Now.
Well, one fire we're keeping a close eye on is burning northeast of Athol. Go now evacuation orders are in place because of this fire that includes people living near Butler Creek and the entire Ponderosa neighborhood. Now, here is some video of that fire. It's burned about 1,400 acres or more than 2 square miles. Fire crews tell us ash from this fire has fallen as far as Trestle Creek. That's about 40 miles northeast of Athol. We spoke with one woman who was forced to flee from her home, who says she was on edge waiting to find out her next steps.
Honestly, I just felt panic through most of it.
Now, find out when families can return home coming up tonight at 6:30.
We are also tracking this fire, the Crescent Road fire that's north of Reardon. It is now estimated at about 800 acres or 1¼ square miles. Firefighters cut dozer lines to help keep the flames from spreading. And here's some video of that fire last night as crews first arrived. You can see that fire burning through trees. The terrain in the area of the fire is steep and rocky, making it difficult for crews to fight. Meanwhile, the Central Ferry fire burning west of Pullman is about 6,000 acres now. It is right along the Snake River. The fire is mainly burning through grass and sage in that area. And Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker joins us now.
And Chris, fire crews could be getting a much needed break because we do have some rain on the way.
Yes, we do have rain on the way. May start off as a sprinkle tomorrow and then more for Saturday morning. Let's go to the forecast radar. Starting off this evening, we're going to see the clouds continuing to increase. Tomorrow morning early, here's Friday at 7 a.m., we could see a few isolated sprinkles coming out of the clouds. It's not going to amount to much, maybe just enough to ruin a car wash. By Saturday morning, here's 6 a.m., a very good chance of rain all the way from the Canadian border down through the Columbia Basin. Very welcome. And then we'll move across the rest of the region through the day on Saturday. Finally drying out for the most part by late afternoon, but we could have a few isolated thunderstorms, particularly over the higher terrain on Saturday afternoon, late and into the evening. Rainfall totals, this is between now and Saturday at 4 o'clock. And boy, if this could be a wish list, beneficial rains very likely across a good portion of the region, including right in Spokane and Coeur d'Alene, up through North Idaho, and throughout the Okanagan areas. 4 things to know about your weather. Clouds increasing tonight and Friday. Possible sprinkles Friday morning. Showers likely on Saturday. But then we're warming up and drying out next week. I'll tell you more about that coming up in the 7-day forecast. Kirsten.
It is good news, though, Chris, because for the second time this week, fire crews had to put out a string of suspicious fires started in Spokane Valley. The fire department says 8 fires were started near Mirabeau Point Park and the Centennial Trail early this morning. Here's video of some of the damage left behind. Investigators say the largest of those fires was just about 1/3 of an acre. But just days ago, crews were investigating 3 more fires near the Mirabeau Trailhead and another 3 about half a mile down the Centennial Trail.
I-90 in Post Falls is back open following an early morning crash that caused a semi-truck to burst into flames. Here's some video of the scene. Investigators say a 62-year-old man from Spokane Valley was driving the wrong way on the freeway and crashed into that semi. The driver of the semi tried to swerve out of the way, but the car hit the semi's fuel tank and sent fuel all over the road. That driver was the only person injured and was taken to the hospital. Well, the roundabout at 16th and Bowdish, we've been telling you about this for months now, is back open for drivers.
If it sounds familiar, it's because this is the 4th time that intersection has opened with some new safety features. So it's had a history of crashes over the past few years, which prompted Spokane Valley to make major changes. But some neighbors are doubtful this will make an impact. Here's Mary Sheridan with more.
The roundabout at 16th and Bowdish looks a little different today.
The red part of the circle is a lot bigger.
The city hopes expanding the center and sidewalks will slow drivers down through this intersection. This used to be just a 4-way stop. It's had a history of accidents and subsequent renovations. Neighbor Melinda Doan describes the day the roundabout first opened.
They took the last road close sign down in mid-November of last year, and from the very next day there was an accident.
Already since the roundabout has opened today, Melinda says she's seen people drive over the extended inner circle as well as the extended sidewalks. She thinks there's a bigger issue at hand.
Typically people on their phones not stopping or speeding, just speeding through it.
Doan says she's seen several people driving recklessly through this intersection, roundabout or not. They've even captured video of a few drivers who have gotten stuck in the roundabout construction zone because they ignored the road closure signs.
The rule followers follow the rules, and the people that don't. Nothing's changed.
The city of Spokane Valley hopes the updates will prevent future accidents. It also helped pay for a new fence that wraps around Melinda's front yard.
They paid us for a little bit of our land, and then they took out trees for us and part of the driveway and the fence that was here. I'm hoping this redesign does what they hope it does. But more than that, I hope drivers start considering other people.
Reporting in Spokane Valley, Mary Sheridan, 4 News Now.
All right, still ahead, when kids leave for college, the house can feel pretty empty.
How experts say you can turn that empty nest into a new opportunity for connection and purpose coming up. And the Eastern Eagles are trading in the Inferno for One Spokane Stadium tonight to show off their skills ahead of the season opener. We are live with a look at this year's squad next on 4 News Now.
Download the KXLY Plus app on your connected TV. Book your stay and play getaway today at Mistaqua.com. At Fred Meyer, you never compromise. You get up high quality that's guaranteed fresh and down low prices on over 1,000 items. With quality and savings that add up, Fred Meyer shoppers never compromise. Fred Meyer, fresh for everyone.
Global Credit Union serves the men and women of our armed forces stationed around the world.
We're proud to honor our military members by wearing red on Fridays.
Red stands for Remember Everyone Deployed, and 4 News Now and Global Credit Union are inviting you to wear red on Fridays too.
Show your support for the men and women of our armed forces.
Tell them and their families thank you for their service and for protecting our future. Stop by any Global branch and pick up a red pin.
And then remember to wear red every Friday from now until September 11th.
If you want to shine this summer and be healthy and fit, then this week is the perfect time to join Move Fitness for about $1 a day and keep your body looking good for the swimsuit season. Move Fitness.
The semi-trucks are rolling in, and the 3-day mattress sale is on at Walker's Furniture.
With store-wide discounts and special offers, plus interest-free financing for 3 years, making it the perfect time to improve your sleep for less at Walker's.
Bathfitter does showers? That's right. We offer a wide selection of beautiful and functional showers in all shapes and sizes. We can even convert your bath into a shower. How about that? With our seamless one-piece walls and hundreds of design options, you'll get a beautiful new shower to fit your needs, guaranteed for life. Bathfitter's been around for 40 years, and we've been experts at showers for just as long. Get yours today. Bathfitter, it just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
What have we got?
The Andersons. All night tossing and turning, bad backs, sleep score at an all-time low.
Round up the team.
At Denver Mattress, going undercover is literally how we solve problems.
And when we find sleepers waking up with aches and pains, we turn to the Tempur-Pedic Adapt, designed for ultimate pressure relief that uniquely adapts to your body's pressure points.
And right now, save up to $700 on select Tempur-Pedic adjustable mattress sets. And get a $300 gift. Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right Tempur-Pedic.
At Fred Meyer, you never compromise. You get up high quality that's guaranteed fresh and down low prices on over 1,000 items. With quality and savings that add up, Fred Meyer shoppers never compromise. Fred Meyer, fresh for everyone.
All right, here is a live look at One Spokane Stadium, where the Eastern Eagles have traded in the red turf of the Inferno for the green turf at One Spokane Stadium to show off their skills in a public scrimmage.
And sports director Jack Wallace is there live for us. Jack, how's the squad looking so far?
Well, the spirit sounds great behind me. Actually, just now, literally right now, got a touchdown. Jared Taylor, the new quarterback for Eastern, just now scoring a touchdown, the first score in this scrimmage. We got the cheerleaders behind our wonderful photographer. They're all getting rowdy, too. You can see them right now. They're having a lot of fun hyping up this crowd at One Spokane Stadium, who sure is having a lot of fun. This is the first time that Eastern Washington football has ever been at this venue. And, of course, being the Spokane County team, you figure they like showing off a little bit to Spokane, having a lot of fun here. But let's take a little bit of a look back to how this team got here. Looking at fall camp and seeing some of the looks and the sights and sounds that we saw there so far. Eagles have been pushing for 2 solid weeks, sweltering fall camp out in Cheney. I know it was hot standing out there. I know it was hotter for the players. They were strengthening their young offense, experienced defense behind head coach Aaron Best's efforts. The team only has 2 more weekends until that season opener at number 5 Incarnate Word. Today is a great glimpse into what we can see out of this team, trying to improve off a 4-8 season, which a lot of room to grow and improve, especially in a very tough Big Sky. It's going to be tough to improve, but a lot of fun to watch. We got plenty more action here. We're going to get back to y'all later at the 6:30 show to bring a little bit more of what we're seeing so far out here, and of course a little more sound from the team too. A whole lot more coming night side. It's a busy night here in Spokane. We're having a ton of fun. Can't wait to bring more to y'all. Reporting in Spokane, Jack Wallace, 4 News Now Sports.
Oh, and it's better weather for football, calmer, cooler, and our air quality is in the good range right now. Hoping that the rain on the way will help with the local wildfires. I'll be back with more on that after the break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Shriners Children's Hospitals.
From the creators of bacon, Applewood smoked ham, ham and Swiss melts, 2 for $7. Arby's, we have the meats.
With summer almost over and the kids soon headed back to school, now, more than ever, is the perfect time to get that new flooring or some stylish new cabinets before winter arrives. From Northwest Granite and Cabinets.
At Northwest Granite, our showroom is packed full of great ideas. From stunning granite, marble and quartz countertops, to modern-looking wall panels, and a large selection of flooring options. Northwest Granite can help you design it and install it so you can enjoy it.
Make your hard-earned dollars go further during the Labor Day sale at Furniture Row. Shop today, because the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Plus, find huge discounts on living, dining, bedroom, and save 30% on our Denver mattress lineup. Check out doorbusters while they last. And make your cash go further with 60 months, no interest. Shop the largest selection at the lowest prices guaranteed. The Labor Day sale, on now at Furniture Row.
It's that time of year again. Time to donate to Coats for Kids. Kootenai Health is a proud sponsor of the first Coats for Kids opening day at the North Idaho Fair. Bring a new or gently used coat to the fair on August 21st and receive free admission, compliments of Kootenai Health. Help kids in need this winter and make sure they have a warm coat to go outside when the weather turns cold. Coats for Kids, keeping kids warm for almost 40 years.
Thanks to Kootenai Health, leading the way in advanced health care for our region.
The Meats family has finally gained a member. Meet Applewood Smoked Ham. Smoked is their middle name. 2 for $7 ham and Swiss melts. Arby's, we have the meats.
Tomorrow, wake up with Grammy-winning pop sensation Leve.
Hi, Good Morning America.
And a live morning concert that will kickstart your summer weekend. Tomorrow.
See you all soon. Mwah.
Only on GMA's Summer Concert Series, sponsored by Massage Envy.
All right, we have some breaking news just into the newsroom. Here is a live look of a crash that has shut down multiple lanes of westbound I-90 near the Pines exit in Spokane Valley. Washington State Patrol is asking people to avoid the area until this crash can be cleared, and we will update you as we learn more.
And a delivery truck driver, is lucky to be alive after this. The van got trapped at a rail crossing in Portland. The driver tried to get out of the way.
Oh no.
But if you keep watching this video, you'll see it was too late.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a tough watch. And actually, the van's driver and the train's operator walked away. No one got hurt. Really amazing when you think about watching that come at you. It's horrible. It's a nightmare.
Oh my goodness, I've got goosebumps just looking at that. Oh yeah. Traumatic for both drivers. Right. I know it's really hard on those train operators when they... Oh my goodness. Well, switching gears, back to the quiet world of weather. Much quieter evening than this time yesterday when we were talking about 41-mile-per-hour wind gusts. It's 82 right now and mostly cloudy in Spokane. Mostly cloudy in Coeur d'Alene and 83 degrees. Winds have died down quite a bit. We had gusts in the 20-mile-per-hour range today, so down from yesterday, and they may pick up a little bit again tomorrow afternoon. But otherwise, your hour-by-hour Friday forecast, waking up with mostly cloudy conditions, 59 degrees. There is that slight chance of sprinkles in the morning. It is not going to amount to much if we do get anything, probably just enough it would be a bad car wash day with the smoke and the dust in the air and just that little bit of rain. You'll definitely want to take your car through the wash if you get sprinkled on. We will keep with those overcast conditions, mostly cloudy to partly cloudy through the afternoon. And that's when we have the best chance to see a wind gust occasionally in the 20-mile-per-hour range. A high tomorrow of 79 degrees, staying dry through the evening. It isn't until the overnight that we have that chance of rain in the forecast. 79 down from our high today of 84. Very close to our average, and our overnight low back down in the 50s. Hopefully you slept better than earlier this week, where we had some overnight lows in the 70s. Sunset tonight is at 3 minutes after 8. 84, our first day of average temperatures this week. We've been in the 90s for the past 4 days, including 92 degrees yesterday. There are no 90s in the 7-day forecast, but we do have some 80s tomorrow, although our official high 79 at the airport in Spokane. Lower 80s will be common through the region. 82 in 9 Mile, Meade, and Spokane Valley. 77 in Spirit Lake. As we zoom out, we may find a few more 70s, but a lot more 80s on the map. 77 in Sandpoint tomorrow, as well as Bonners Ferry and Colville. 82 in Pullman, 92 in Lewiston. Even cooler on Saturday with a better chance of rain, and then we're back up around average in the 80s next work week. Rain coming in late Saturday or late Friday into Saturday morning, and that chance of showers will continue at least through early afternoon. 76 for a high Saturday, and then we are warming up and drying out. Possible mountain showers Sunday and Monday, and those overnight lows so much better down in the 50s. And then again, we're in the 80s Tuesday through Thursday. I'll be back in the next half hour. I've got your 8 to 14 day outlook. If we're running out of summer weekends, I'll let you know how it looks, Derek.
All right, Chris, thank you. Well, back to school isn't only stressful for students. It can be stressful for parents as well.
And if you're getting ready to send your kids to college, that's not easy. You may have feelings of loss and depression.
When the chicks take flight, sometimes the nest can feel a little empty.
It can trigger a wide range of emotions, everything from pride and joy to loneliness and grief.
Psychologist Susan Albers with Cleveland Clinic says when children go off to college or to a job, it's not the end of your parenting story, but the beginning of a new chapter. Instead of thinking of the nest as empty, consider it expanded.
Your love, care, guidance goes beyond the four walls of your home to their new location.
Albers says to continue staying involved in your child's life without hovering. If your student's heading off to college, follow the school's social media page or read about campus events in the newsletter.
This is going to help you to ask thoughtful questions and stay connected to understanding what's happening in their everyday life.
To cope with sad feelings, Albers says to allow yourself to name what you feel. Noticing your emotions can help you process them and create a connection ritual, a time each day when you can talk to your child or exchange text messages, maybe in between classes or before bed. She says to also focus on gains, not gaps. You may now have time for a hobby, to learn something new, or volunteer. It's also a good time to reconnect with a partner or friends, or do some traveling.
Remember that it is not just about filling your time, but finding things that give you a sense of purpose.
Well, Albers says setting a new routine for yourself is also helpful, as the security of knowing what to expect can help steady emotions.
She also suggests giving your home a fresh start. Maybe rearrange a room, plant new flowers, or create a space for a hobby. She says this signals to your brain that life is moving forward in a positive way.
But no matter what, it is tricky. It's not an easy time.
For sure.
Well, firing up the grill this summer could burn a hole in your wallet with beef prices at record highs.
What's driving the spike and the cheaper options that could save your cookout?
President Trump is upping the pressure on Vladimir Putin ahead of their high-stakes summit here in Anchorage, Alaska tomorrow. I'm Christiane Cordero with that story coming up.
And new numbers show wholesale prices spiking far more than expected. What's driving the increase and what it could mean for you? Next on 4 News Now.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Ready for action? It's no holds barred as King of the Cage features up-and-coming MMA stars battling it out. King of the Cage, live Thursday, September 25th. Visit the Coeur d'Alene Casino box office or cdacasino.com for tickets.
Winning is just the beginning.
This river wasn't dammed in a day, and GMC trucks weren't built overnight. Like every American achievement, they are a result of dedication, Over 100 years dedicated to the art of engineering and the ambition to always move this country forward. Get 5.9% APR on GMC Sierra heavy-duty models. That's over $4,000 in average finance savings.
The hot summer specials are on now this week at Findlay Downtown Honda.
This is your chance to get one of the best vehicles made for less.
And if you're looking for a quality pre-owned vehicle, our lot is packed full of great choices. And we're pricing them all to sell fast.
And right now, we're giving $1,000 over Kelley Blue Book fair market value for your trade-ins.
Making it the perfect time to visit Findlay Honda Spokane today.
Grab your sunscreen. Free Swim Fridays are back every Friday in June, July, and August at City of Spokane Valley Pools. Families swim free thanks to Numerica Credit Union and Spokane Parks Foundation.
Some of the best summer memories happen by the pool. Numerica's excited for families to soak up the sun without worrying about the cost. Every Friday at all 3 Spokane Valley Pool locations, kids and adults can swim for free at open swim sessions.
I did it!
We'll see you there.
The 2025 Ford Bronco is everywhere, and for good reason. It's built for anything, loaded with capability, and will go anywhere you take it. Snow, mud, dirt, whatever the road throws at you. This goat gives you seven different terrain modes to handle it all. And the Bronco just won an award for best in class for initial quality. When buying your next SUV, think Wendell Ford. We would be honored to show you the new Bronco. Wendell Ford, drive for generations.
So you want somewhere to play? We got you. A nice relaxing stay? We got you. Wanna be entertained? We got you. Wanna play golf all day? We got you. Go to Lake Casino. Go to Lake Casino. Winning is just the beginning.
4 News Now brings you an aerial postcard from Bayview, Idaho.
All right, welcome back. New data shows costs rose sharply for producers and manufacturers last month.
It's a potential sign that higher prices could soon trickle down over the next few months. CNN's Ivan Rodriguez breaks down the numbers and what it could mean for the economy.
The prices that businesses pay for the stuff you buy is heating up. The latest Producer Price Index, which measures the average change in prices paid by producers over time, jumped 0.9% from June, lifting the annual rate to 3.3%, according to Bureau of Labor Statistics data.
On today's data, it looks like wholesale manufacturers on things like machinery are really struggling with tariffs, and so it's going to be that kind of detail going forward that's going to help us determine where prices are getting higher.
Thursday's readings far exceeded economists' expectations for prices, rising by just 0.2% in July and 2.4% annually. Earlier this week, the Consumer Price Index for July showed that falling gas prices limited the average price consumers were paying overall, but that goods affected by tariffs kept getting more expensive.
The CPI print, that's more backward looking than this data. This tells us how producers, how companies are thinking about pricing going forward. So it's more of that forward looking data, and it's painting a picture of prices going up.
Ultimately, economists believe businesses will have to make a decision whether to pass down the increased costs they're facing to the American consumer. It's a decision Stu Leonard Jr., president and CEO of Stu Leonard Grocery Stores, says he struggles with.
The retailers don't want to raise prices. We're sometimes get choked a little bit by what we are allowed to buy it at and what we have to retail it at in the store.
In Atlanta, I'm Ivan Rodriguez.
Well, a wildfire near Athol forcing families from their homes, some with only the clothes in their bags.
Hear about the chaotic evacuation and the uncertainty that still remains coming up. And the day before President Donald Trump is set to meet with President Putin in Alaska, he warns of consequences if a ceasefire isn't reached. Why Ukraine isn't at the negotiation table, still ahead.
Sign up for the 4 News Now Daily Local at KXLY.com.
Check engine light on? Brake squeaking? Don't guess. Just bring it in to Perfection Tire.
Complete service and certified technicians. We can fix it. And right now, save big with rebates on select Cooper tires.
Nobody beats perfection.
Custom is more than choosing from a few fabric options. With our custom upholstery, you get control over almost every detail, so you can design a piece that's perfect for you. From the style of the arms and legs to the cushion type and pillow shape. Perfect style, perfect comfort, created for you. The Custom Comfort Event. Get 30% off store-wide at the Tin Roof.
If you want to shine this summer and be healthy and fit, then this week is the perfect time to join Moo Fitness for about $1 a day and keep your body looking good for the swimsuit season. Moo.
AAA asked me if I would change my name from Sir Mix-a-Lot to Sir Mix-a-Lot. So I said, yeah, all right, I'll change my name. Give me 3 A's, mix, mix, When I say mix, give me 3 A's, mix,
Everyone deserves a better night's sleep.
And for over 40 years, the locally owned Walker's Furniture Stores have carried the largest selection of top-rated mattress sets all under one roof, in stock at the best prices in the region. We understand the quality of your sleep matters, which is why Walker's Furniture has a 365-night comfort guarantee. Plus, get up to $300 of free furniture with select sets sold.
Sleep better and pay less this week at Walker's.
We owe everything to our troops, past and present, for their honor, courage, and dedication. As a token of our appreciation, 4 News Now and Global Credit Union encourage you once again to wear red on Fridays.
Join us in recognizing our troops and their families for allowing us the freedom we enjoy every day as Americans. Stop into any Global branch to pick up a red pin and show your support.
And then wear red every Friday from now until September 11.
Wear Red Fridays, brought to you by 4 News Now and Global Credit Union.
From tires to tune-ups, Perfection Tire is your one-stop shop.
And right now, save big with rebates on select Cooper tires.
Quality you can trust at our lowest prices. Nobody beats perfection.
Live from downtown Spokane, this is 4 News Now at 6:30.
A wildfire has now doubled in size outside of Athol, threatening many families and structures in that area. The Idaho Department of Lands estimates the fire at about 1,400 acres now, or a little more than 2 square miles.
And so far, 3 structures have been damaged and evacuation orders are in place. We're talking about this area here. That includes people living near Butler Creek and the entire neighborhood of Ponderosa under level 3 leave now evacuation orders. Alexandra Cohen-Yard has been tracking the fire all day and joins us now with the latest on how the community is holding up.
Large clouds of smoke and ash have filled the air near Athol, leaving the community underneath worried about what could happen next.
It's just really scared because this is the first time we've ever had to evacuate.
Katie Greeno saw this public safety notice yesterday. When she looked outside, she saw plumes of smoke edging closer to her home. She quickly jumped into action.
I just yelled at my sister to get her shoes on, and then I went outside to start opening all my chickens' pens.
Greeno ended up here, the Red Cross Evacuation Center, which opened its doors late last night. Several of the people I spoke with in this parking lot tell me they came here with the clothes on their backs and had to leave their homes so fast that they couldn't even bring things like a toothbrush or essential medication.
Right when I saw the smoke and I heard the sirens, and I told my dad, I'm leaving.
Outside the evacuation center, cars filled with everything from chickens to plastic bags with clothes. Olivia Moore, an 18-year-old staying at the center with her parents, says it's difficult.
It went from being kind of bummed that I couldn't go to a movie in a theme park to, oh my God, am I going to lose my house tonight?
Some families were allowed to go back to their homes today to get some personal items, but others are just being told to evacuate now. For Greeno, it's the unpredictability of this fire that makes it especially terrifying.
Fires can be tricky and they can turn and go the opposite way again.
The Idaho Department of Lands reports that more than 200 firefighters are battling the flames. Ongoing assessments are working to determine if any additional structures beyond the 3 already reported have been damaged. Reporting from Athol, Alexandra Cohen-Yards, 4 News Now.
You see the wind blowing those flags there. Let's send it over to Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker, tracking our current wind conditions.
Well, things are improving on the fire front and will continue to improve. Here's a look at current winds across the region. We're not seeing the stronger gusts of this afternoon. Only in Pullman, a 16-mile-per-hour gust, and those winds will continue to die down this evening. Region-wide, only 6-mile-per-hour winds in Sandpoint, 9 miles per hour in Coeur d'Alene, and 4-mile-per-hour winds in St. Mary's right now. Expect things to be fairly calm overnight. May get a little bit breezy again tomorrow afternoon, but nothing compared to yesterday. Our temperatures right now around the region are almost 10 degrees cooler than this time yesterday. Well, they are at St. Mary's. 11 degrees cooler in Pullman, 9 degrees cooler in Ritzville, and 10 degrees cooler in Grand Coulee. More good news. Air quality is in the good range, and I'll be looking at your air quality forecast coming up later in the news. But first, here is your Friday planner. Mostly cloudy skies, even a little bit cooler, a high of 79. Possible sprinkles in the morning, a very good chance of hiccups, I guess. Excuse me. But we'll have a better chance of rain coming Saturday morning. I'll have more on that later in the news. Kirsten.
Thank you, Chris. The man who killed a Spokane mom and tried to murder her daughter was found dead in his prison cell. According to the Washington Department of Corrections, Joshua Phillips was found dead at the state penitentiary in Walla Walla on August 3rd. Phillips was in prison for murdering Cassie Dewey in April of 2021. Court documents say Phillips was Dewey's ex-boyfriend. Those documents also say days before the murder, she had kicked Phillips out of their home. The Department of Corrections says Phillips' death is still under investigation, but foul play is not suspected.
On your screen right there is a video of a woman being airlifted out of Harrison Peak yesterday, just north of Sandpoint. According to rescue crews, she was rock climbing when she fell. She was flown to a nearby hospital for treatment.
And around the nation now, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky says there is a strong resolve for peace in Ukraine ahead of tomorrow's high-stakes meeting in Alaska between President Trump and Russian President Vladimir Putin.
The White House categorizes the meeting as a listening exercise while increasing pressure on Putin to agree to a ceasefire tomorrow. ABC's Christian Cordero joins us now with what we can expect from tomorrow's meeting in Anchorage.
Well, we were not able to hear that story. We will see if we can get it back for you. Let's take a live look now at One Spokane Stadium, where the Eastern Eagles have taken over to give fans a preview of what they can expect this season.
Yeah, Sports Director Jack Wallace is there live. I was watching the video to see like they were getting close to the end zone there. I got distracted. Jack, what's the head energy like in the stadium there? How's the turnout, by the way?
Well, the turnout's looking great. I mean, it was pretty funny. Y'all caught me right as the first touchdown came in, but it's been pretty busy throughout the stadium here tonight. We got a whole lot of great fans over representing Cheney and Eastern Washington. A lot of Spokane fans coming out to represent their Spokane County team. Red Turf Takeover blazing One Spokane Stadium tonight. We're having a lot of fun out here with these guys, too. Having the red versus white going on behind me down there. Starting quarterback Jared Taylor already getting some solid throws in tonight. But we can take a look at fall camp now, seeing kind of how this team is getting together. Only a couple weeks away from opening their season. So we have a lot of fun here so far. Squad, with 2 solid weeks, they're working through the hot Cheney sun to arrive at a scrimmage-ready phase. Both running back Malik Dotson and head coach Aaron Best sharing their thoughts on what's got these Eags ready for the moment after another strong week this week of practice.
Just comes with confidence and repetition. More repetition they get, the more confidence they get. Everything's getting thrown at them. So just not being afraid to make mistakes and just build confidence.
I think the completion start to finish, I think the energy is different. I think our leadership's a little bit different. And it helps when you have a quarterback that is a really, really believable guy.
Lots of positivity from this team. We're going to have a lot more of this coming up the rest of the night. Through the end of the hour, we're going to have autographs, we're going to have photos. The football players plus the volleyball team for the Eagles are going to be out here giving back to these great fans who are coming out tonight. A lot of fun. And no, I was not able to snag a hot dog earlier, though I was very peckish. I wish I did, but I know these fans are sure lucky. All 509 of them to get them for free. I know it was a whole lot of fun. And we'll bring y'all post-game sound from this scrimmage coming up on 4 News Now at 11, so make sure not to miss that. It'll be great to hear from the guys and Coach Best. Reporting in Spokane, Jack Wallace, 4 News Now Sports.
Well, Band Construction is replacing the siding of one man's home in North Spokane. This is part of a larger project we first told you about in November. The Extreme team is renovating the home of U.S. Navy veteran John Spurgeon. Now, one of John's friends nominated him for a Veterans Day Extreme Team project last year. Originally, he thought they were just going to do a few things around his house, but crews surprised Spurgeon by re-siding the whole house. Construction crews have already replaced his roof, and they're still planning to add a fresh coat of paint as well.
All of this has totally changed the whole look of this house. We've had neighbors pull in the driveway and go, you know, it looks so much better.
Spurgeon is also looking forward to reseeding his lawn to go along with all those renovations. He says he's excited to fix up his backyard so his grandchildren can play there. Pretty awesome. All right, still ahead. Grilling season is here, but those burgers and steaks could cost you more than ever. What's driving record high beef prices and how you can save next on 4 News Now.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Maplewood Gardens, offering independent and assisted living.
For more than 20 years, Blackhawk has electrified country fans. Experience them live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino, Thursday, October 16th. Visit the Coeur d'Alene Casino box office or cdacasino.com for tickets.
Winning is just the beginning.
The Davenport Hotels invite you to a signature weekend of culinary delights, September 26th through the 28th. Join us for the Pacific Northwest Food and Wine Festival, taking place in downtown Spokane with multiple events offered throughout the weekend. Purchase any festival ticket and receive a 20% discount code to stay at one of the Davenport properties. Information can be found on the Davenport Hotel Collections website under the Experiences tab. The Pacific Northwest Food and Wine Festival this September, sponsored in part by Windermere Real Estate and 4 News Now.
I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. Across the deserts bare, man. I breathe the mountain air, man. I've traveled, I've had my share, man. I've been everywhere. I've been everywhere, man. Across the deserts bare, man. I breathe the mountain air, man. I've traveled, I've had my share, man. I've been everywhere.
Wherever you need us, American On Site.
Are you looking for a cool new tricked-out truck? Something lifted and loaded, perfect for the Inland Northwest? Then you need to head on out to Cal Cars Superstores, Spokane and Coeur d'Alene's Truck Kings.
We always have the best selection of trucks in the 509 and the 208.
Half-ton to three-quarter ton, to dualies and diesels. Nobody has a better selection at a better price than Cal. Like your deal, love your wheels. This week at Cal.
So you want somewhere to play? We got you. A nice relaxing stay? We got you. Wanna be entertained? We got you. Wanna play golf all day? We got you. Coeur d'Alene Casino. Coeur d'Alene Casino. Winning is just the beginning.
Caught in the act. The dentist who poisoned his wife's protein shakes just released exclusive video. The day he made the shake. Watch the next Inside Edition. Watch 4 News Now at 6 and Inside Edition at 7.
The Harlem Globetrotters are playing against the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders. What would you do if you saw a dating app on your husband's phone?
Ignore it.
You said ignore it. All the women in here with it.
Nominated Celebrity Family Feud tonight on ABC.
Welcome back. Earlier this year, shoppers were feeling the pinch from sky-high egg prices. Well, now it's beef that's putting a strain on grocery budgets.
ABC's Olivia Rubin spoke with one agriculture economist to see what's driving up prices and shares tips on how to keep meals affordable.
It may be barbecue season, but throwing those burgers and steaks on the grill is going to cost you. Beef prices have been on the rise, hitting a record $9.26 per pound as of this past June, according to the USDA.
Well, the consumer is noticing that. I mean, they have a price point in their head, and it's not the same price point that they're seeing right now.
Earlier this year, it was egg prices giving consumers sticker shock, but the industry was able to recover quickly and prices came down. However, the beef industry is more complicated.
Since cattle are much bigger and much slower to reproduce, it takes many years to fix the problem.
Analysts say several factors are to blame for the rising beef prices, including a drought in the central part of the country a few years ago.
Since it was too dry, they didn't have enough grass, they sold them off early, which was good for beef prices back then, but now we're rebuilding the herd.
Additionally, the U.S. has halted cattle imports from Mexico following the discovery of a screwworm infection. The U.S. only imports about 7.5% of the beef consumed here at home, but the tariffs could also play a role in higher prices.
Given the fact that we are a little bit short of beef domestically, we've turned to the global market for some of that hamburger meat that we like. We're seeing that there's a possibility that some of that beef that's coming in might get an additional tariff.
For those budget-conscious shoppers, switching to alternative cuts of beef could mean more affordable meals.
Some of the trim, some of the other things that are not, quote-unquote, everybody's favorite, they're good for cooking. You can make chili, you can do a pot roast.
And of course, there are other choices out there, including pork and poultry, which are much better priced right now. Olivia Rubin, ABC News, New York.
Camping forecast, it's not going to be for everyone on Saturday, but if you've got an RV, you're in good shape. Very good chance of rain and thunderstorms at Sullivan Lake, Washington, our location this week. 72, then it's 80 and partly cloudy on Sunday. Not too bad. I'll be back with your 7-day forecast.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
It's our endless summer savings sales event where you'll save $12,250 off new Sierra 1500 Denali's or 0% APR. There's never any dealer-added markups on new vehicles. And ask us about our 3-day return and 7-day exchange at GMC of Riverfront Park.
The 2025 Ford Bronco is everywhere, and for good reason. It's built for anything, loaded with capability, and will go anywhere you take it. Snow, mud, dirt, whatever the road throws at you. This goat gives you seven different terrain modes to handle it all. And the Bronco just won an award for best in class for initial quality. When buying your next SUV, think Wendell Ford. We would be honored to show you the new Bronco. Wendell Ford, drive for generations.
At Walker's Furniture, we believe everyone deserves a better night's sleep. So this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we're having a 3-day mattress sale where you can beat the Labor Day crowds and save hundreds on top name brand mattresses. Shop early to get 2 free pillows with your mattress purchase while supplies last. Plus, take advantage of 3 years no interest financing with no money down, as well as free delivery and up to $300 of free furniture with select purchases. This weekend only at Walker's.
Let's do it. August 28th through September 1st, the 44th annual Pig Out in the Park returns to beautiful Riverfront Park. Free admission, 65 food booths, 300 menu items, 4 adult beverage gardens, and 88 free concerts on 4 stages. Headliners include Too Slim, Sammy Eubanks, Tone Loc, the Blues Beatles from Brazil, Atomic Punk's Van Halen tribute, and BCDC's AC/DC tribute. For a complete list of food booths and bands, go to pigoutinthepark.com. August 28th through September 1st, attend the 44th annual Pig Out in the Park.
It's the summer sales event with the Ford crew.
It's summer event time, Sam. Great time to buy.
A Ford F-Series truck.
Take your pick. Gas, all-electric, hybrid, and diesel. With impressive towing capability for any size to-do list. Like building a house.
A 2-story brick colonial.
Or hauling that boat to the lake.
What?
That's actually on my to-do list.
Oh.
Lease a 2025 F-150 STX Super Crew 4x4 for $329 a month for 36 months. Only at your local Ford dealer.
It's our endless summer savings sales event where you'll save up to $14,000 or 3.9% APR on new Sierra 2500 HD Denali's. There's never any dealer-added markups on new vehicles. And ask us about our 3-day return and 7-day exchange at GMC of Riverfront Park.
4 News Now brings you an aerial postcard from Green Bluff.
All right, welcome back. We were enjoying the much cooler temperatures today, especially this morning.
Yeah, but you've still been talking about wind today, Chris.
Just a little bit of a breeze. We're going to have that again tomorrow, but things are really starting to turn around for firefighters. And I shouldn't underplay it. It was more than a little bit of a breeze. 20-mile-per-hour gusts, any kind of air movement on the fire line is a concern. But we have calmer days ahead, and there are other things working for us. Clouds will be increasing tonight. Possibility of some sprinkles in the morning, much more likely some good beneficial rains coming in early Saturday morning into the afternoon. And then we're warm and dry next week, but warm and dry, not hot and dry like we were this week. There's no 90s in the 7-day forecast. Let's talk about our smoke forecast. We're going to start off at our current time. We do have a few fires putting out smoke, but our winds are almost west to west-southwesterly, and that is going to disperse that wildfire smoke as we go through Friday. Here's Friday morning at 9 a.m., and we're going to be in pretty good shape around the region other than right at the fires. And then that smoke will continue to move off to the north and east. Your forecast radar, meanwhile, the clouds will be moving in just as the smoke is moving out. There's that possibility of sprinkles Friday morning. I know it doesn't look like much, but there's at least a little bit of hope. And then as we get into Friday night, Saturday early morning, a much better chance of rain moving in. Here's Saturday at 6 a.m. Those areas where you see the yellow and even orange, that is steadier, heavier precipitation, will keep that rain going through a good portion of the afternoon. And here's 4 o'clock on Saturday, a few lingering spots where we could see some showers and thunderstorms behind that main band of precipitation. This is the current outlook for the amount of rain between now and Saturday at 4 o'clock. And we've got, boy, if these numbers could hold, we would be in good shape. Over a quarter inch in Spokane, Coeur d'Alene, almost that in Sandpoint, even more in Bonners Ferry, over a quarter inch in Pullman. So that is the dream. Our high temperature trend, meanwhile, below average for the next 3 days and then back into the 80s next week. Our long range forecast then, this is the 8 to 14 day, August 22nd through August 28th. Could that be possible? We're getting toward the end of August with above average temperatures, a very strong signal. Precipitation, difficult to say, but it is a very dry time of year. So anytime we get rain, it is a bonus, and I'm counting on it Friday night, late into Saturday afternoon with a high of 76. Fingers crossed on that one.
All right, thank you, Chris. And with summer vacation slowly winding down, you still have some time to squeeze in a few more outdoor adventures.
And if you're looking for a few ideas, why not check out the newly reopened Portage Park in Medellin Falls up in Pomeroy County. A ribbon cutting was held for the park today with Eastern Washington Representative Michael Baumgartner.
I always say Washington State is the prettiest state in the country. Eastern Washington is the prettiest place in the state. And we got a lot of pretty places in the 5th Congressional District. But if you look at this here, this is pretty tough to beat.
And for even more fun outdoor adventure ideas, you can check out our Get Outside guide. You can find our full list of mostly free activities for you and your family at KXOI.com/getoutside.
And around the nation now, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky says there is a strong resolve for peace in Ukraine ahead of tomorrow's high-stakes meeting in Alaska between President Donald Trump and Russian President Vladimir Putin.
Yeah, the White House categorizes the meeting as a listening exercise while increasing pressure on Putin to agree to a ceasefire tomorrow. ABC's Christian Cordero joins us now once again with what we can expect from tomorrow's meeting in Anchorage.
President Trump has upped the pressure ahead of his arrival here in Alaska, saying alongside European leaders that there will be consequences for Vladimir Putin if he does not agree to a ceasefire deal.
On the eve of his first visit to the United States in a decade, today Vladimir Putin claims he's prepared to discuss the most difficult issues during tomorrow's meeting in Alaska with President Trump. Trump has already suggested tough talks will be necessary, threatening consequences if the meeting does not produce a ceasefire deal. He says he'll approach the meeting like a chess match.
We have a big meeting, and it's going to be I think very important for Russia, and it's going to be very important for us, and important for us only that we're going to save a lot of lives.
On the battlefield, the Russian offensive is intensifying, and Putin wants Ukraine to hand over its entire eastern Donbas region, which Ukraine has already made clear it will not.
Even as we talk here now, there are changes happening in the battlefield which have an impact on what one side views as leverage or the other. So that's the reality of ongoing fighting, which is why a ceasefire is so critical.
Shut out of this summit, Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky, who met with European allies trying to show a united front. Trump suggests tomorrow's meeting could pave the way for a second meeting that would include Zelensky.
Tomorrow, all I want to do is set the table for the next meeting, which should happen shortly. I'd like to see it happen very quickly, very shortly after this meeting. I'd like to see it actually happen maybe in Alaska where we just stay because it's so much easier
While Trump applies pressure on Putin, he's also lowering expectations, saying he will know very quickly tomorrow if Putin intends to cooperate. The president has put the odds of the talks ending in failure at 25%. Christiane Cordero, ABC News, Anchorage.
Well, the redistricting showdown that started in Texas is spreading to California, with Governor Gavin Newsom calling for the redrawing of his state's congressional map. This all in an effort for control of the U.S. House of Representatives.
We can't stand back and watch this democracy disappear district by district all across this country.
States redraw their congressional maps every 10 years after the census to adjust for population changes. But it's happening now in Texas at the request of President Trump, with some Democratic lawmakers going as far as leaving the state to prevent the vote on the redrawn maps. Republican Governor Greg Abbott threatening them with fines or arrest.
They don't start showing up, I may start expanding. We may make it 6 or 7 or 8 new seats we're going to be adding on the Republican side.
Both parties draw congressional maps for political advantage, but this redrawing of Texas could leave other Democratic states like New York and Illinois to do the same.
All right, before we head to a break, here's a look at ABC's primetime lineup for your Thursday night.
Sign up for the 4 News Now Daily Local at KXLY.com.
When it comes to quality roofing solutions, trust the experts at Roofs by Premier. Roofs by Premier has more than 50 years of experience in the Inland Northwest. Call now and receive $500 off.
Each month, 4 News Now is focusing on a topic that's important to our community by helping to get the message out. This is good for you to know. In Spokane, one charter school is redefining education with a unique approach that puts students' choices first while offering smaller class sizes.
The relationship between students and staff is really different. It's a lot more personal because there's less of us.
I really just liked it here. I walked in, I'm like, wow, this is impressive.
With a community-driven focus, open and inclusive classrooms, student-driven projects, and a focus on the arts, innovation isn't your typical high school experience.
This school has made me genuinely feel prepared for the future.
The teachers here, I love them all. They're all amazing people.
Innovation High School is a tuition-free public high school right here in Spokane, now enrolling students in grades 9 through 12. See their unique approach to education firsthand.
You feel a lot more connected. It doesn't really feel like school. It just feels like another place that I go in my day-to-day life.
Schedule a tour to see why students are choosing innovation.
It's Saturday morning. The sun is out and you're back at it. Well, you're trying to be anyway.
Oh, third time's the charm.
You're hustling, mowing, and trimming lawns for $25 a yard. Respect. But why not make your money work as hard as you do? Get 3.5% APY with an Ascend checking account and let your hustle earn dividends. Visit p1fcu.org/earn to learn more.
Life moves pretty fast. Work, kids, responsibilities. Where do you find time for you? At Move Fitness, we make it easy. For about $1 a day, you can build a routine that fits your busy life. With flexible hours, expert trainers, and a supportive community, getting started is easier than ever. So why wait? Make time for you for about $1 a day and discover what Move can do for you.
Join the movement.
When it comes to quality roofing solutions, trust the experts at Roofs by Premier. Roofs by Premier has more than 50 years of experience in the Inland Northwest. Call now and receive $500 off.
4 News Now is brought to you by Gamma Knife.
All right, coming up tonight on Nightside, we are continuing to track that wildfire burning northeast of Athol. We'll bring you all the latest on the size, the evacuation orders, and any other information that could help. And Sports Director Jack Wallace will break down the first Eastern Washington University scrimmages happening right across the street at One Spokane Stadium. It's tonight at 11.
And tomorrow, you may get a sprinkle or two. Otherwise, the rain is coming in Friday, late into Saturday morning. Temperatures in the 70s.
Yeah, gonna be kind of weird to be back down into the 70s. It's been a while.
Yeah, and I think we all can say that it's a good thing, but it is ruining a birthday for a good friend of mine. We're moving it to the trampoline park, Callan. It's gonna be great.
That's what you do.